and helped us. So we really like to thank all of those unnamed people. Let's have a round of applause for them. Thank you. Also, that wonderful cake that's just been cut was done by Sister Lo from our ward, which I think has been a wonderful job in doing that. And also, we've had a few notables with Sister Carol Hawkins, who did all the flowers that you see, till very late last night. And even later till last night was the dressmaker, Nicola Titmus, who put a lot of effort into that as well. So thank you for all those people as well. We've had a few people come from quite a way. Auntie Maureen, best Auntie Maureen, has come all the way from Canada. And also we have Auntie Rosemary and John, all the way from Arizona. I hope the temperature drop is okay for you guys. But again, thank you all for traveling whatever distance you come. Now, I just want to say a few words about Beth. Now, as you probably guessed by looking around you, Beth's favorite color is orange. But, no, it really is purple. And even so much that when she was a little girl, she had her first email address, and it was Purple Monkey. But don't worry, no monkeys were hurt during the making of that particular email, so no need to concern. But Beth has always been a delightful young girl. She's always been someone who's known what she wants in life, always made really good decisions. And if anyone saw us coming up the aisle, which you all did, I was being pretty teary. I wasn't expecting to do that. I don't normally cry over things like that too much. But giving sons away, pretty easy, you know. They're good lads and we know they're going to do a good job. But giving a daughter away, then that is a different thing. Particularly Beth. She's always been our little girl, and it's always been a great thing to have her around, and she's just served a wonderful mission. She's done well in her schoolwork. She's always been supported at home, dealing with her brothers. Always willing to, I remember many occasions when she would put her hands on her hips and stamp her feet and basically tell the boys that they weren't going to have their way. And this was like a little 3-year-old, you know. So she's always had that strength and resolution in things that she knew was right, and that hasn't changed. And of course, with this time now, we've had an opportunity to have Beth at home for a little bit after being away on a mission and then at uni. So it's been a great pleasure for us to have her. And we hope to see you both lots of times, of course, in the future. But it's been a great time to be with her during this run up to the wedding. They always say the best man, the father of the bride's speech is one to endure, not to enjoy. So I hope that doesn't bear too badly on me here. But what I also want to do, of course, is to spend some time, allow some time for the others to speak. But I want to say a couple of words about Jacob as well, because one of the things that was difficult for me was finding someone, or thinking there was anyone, good enough for my daughter. And Jacob will tell you, we met at I had this thing that men get, father's intuition. And I knew that things were going to happen, that there was going to be some sort of, request. And so we decided to meet up. It was the day before, I think, Jacob's big exam. And I thought, can he really spend time talking to me before his exam? But he was obviously that keen. So we met halfway at a service station. And we're in this kind of area, public area, lots of people going by. And they must have thought he was being interviewed for MI5 or something, because I had a whole list of questions and they were pretty epic, weren't they? Some of them, yeah. But I'm pleased to say he passed very, very well with flying colours. We've seen them interact with each other. We've seen Jacob take a lot of great care of Beth, and we're just so pleased that she's found someone that we know will cherish her and look after her, and that's all that we wanted as parents, to have that, and to deal righteously in their family. So I want to thank you for doing that, and Joanne and John for raising such a fine son, and my wife for raising such a wonderful daughter. So I'd like to raise a toast now for the bride and the groom.
Okay, where to begin? Thank you all for coming. I hope you've enjoyed it so far, for the rest of the week just as good as it's been so far. As Tony's already mentioned, there's been a lot of people that helped to make all this possible today, and we're very grateful. Beth and I, to those people, not too many to name. I guess it's hard to really put into words, and so I didn't try beforehand to write anything down or to prepare a speech, because there is really no speech that could suffice for a day like this, I think. I'm very grateful to Tony and Susan we're very grateful for everything they've done leading up to this wedding. It's been a very busy time, as you can imagine. They've done a fantastic job. I think some people tend to talk about in-laws with kind of under their breath or with a bit of hesitation, but I'm so grateful to have Tony and Susan as my in-laws. So I don't know if you're supposed to do extra toasts, but I'm going to. And so have a toast to the in-laws. Tony and Susan. And of course my own parents as well have been instrumental in me. So thank you for everything. So when I spoke to Beth about this speech, it was a while back when I said about the speeches that we would have. I said to her, I guess the groom's speech is just kind of a chance for him to brag about his new wife. She said, yeah. So I intend to do that. We would also like to thank the bridesmaids, all of them. They've done a really good job, and they've really helped with the bridal shower and with the preparations, and they look really nice today as well. So thank you, bridesmaids. And we'd like to have a toast to the bridesmaids. So as a little token of our appreciation for the parents, we do have some flowers that Anthony's going to bring in for us, for my mum Joanne and for Susan as well. So yeah, thank you very much. I almost forgot those, but Beth reminded me. Thanks, Beth. Okay. Well, thank you to Elle for the music as well. So it's been really good so far. Should we have a clap for that? Okay, so I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail about how we met or any stories or bore you or anything like that. I'm sure you're all waiting for the ice cream that we can see just out there. Some people aren't waiting, but that's okay. That's just fine. But Tony mentioned how they were never sure that they would find someone good enough for Beth. I assure you they still haven't, because there isn't anyone. I don't mean just for that to sound cheesy, but I really do feel that way. This is my wife. I'm feeling pretty good about that. And there aren't really words that I can use to describe how I feel about Beth. She's amazing, you already know that. And she looks absolutely beautiful today. It's a good day, isn't it? A really good day. Shame about the speakers. And so, yeah, I don't know if there's much more to say really. Is there anything else that I'm supposed to say? No. Okay. Well, thank you again for coming. It's been great having you here. I'm glad you're happy, Toby. Yeah. So thank you very much, everyone. I'll pass it over to Sam now.
Thank you, Jacob. So I've been quite looking forward to this today. I don't know if you've seen me kind of running around, and every time I was doing that I was just thinking about, I'll be able to get Jacob back for this later, it's okay, I'll be able to get Jacob back for this later. And I'm not going to be mean about him, I'm just going to be honest. Thank you very much, I'm going to knock that over and ruin the sound system, and that'll be fun, won't it? Yes, I am very grateful to Jacob for selecting me of his many friends, me and Toby, to be his best man today. It's been really nice to see this, especially to be a part of it, because I feel like I've been with Jake and Beth quite a lot on their journey, and I'm planning on not boring you either, but I would like to maybe give a little bit of background as to how they met, because I was there pretty much for all of the steps. I believe Jacob actually met Beth at a bridal shower. I don't know why he was there, maybe just scouting out and returned mission. He was picking up Ruth, I think. And I'd seen him a couple of weeks later, and he told me that he liked this girl, and Anyway, even though they continue to fantasize over her and these kind of things. And I was there first time Jacob sent her a message to ask her out, and just basically from then, and I was there for a lot of the key events as they got together, and it was really nice to see kind of their progression and how they grew closer together, and how well they are suited together. So it's been really nice to be here and to see it all kind of come to not an end, but a better start, as I want to say. So on that, I would just like to raise a toast to the bride and the groom. The bride and the groom. No. Great, thank you. So, I've said the sloppy bit, I've said the nice bit. We love Jacob, we love Beth. We do love Beth, Jacob's okay. No, we do really love Jacob, and what I do want to get across is Jacob is definitely one of my best friends. I've known him for the last 3 years, and I've lived with him for pretty much 2 of the last 3 years. So if anyone knows how to get by with Jacob, it's going to be me, I'd say. Other than his parents, of course, but they have to love him. So what I've got, Beth, is a little goodie bag of things that will prepare you for life with Jacob. So I might just stick in here and just pull one of them out and see what it... Oh, so we've got some Nutrigrain bars here. Okay. So one of the things that Jacob's definitely been getting better at, but still is one of the characteristics he's got, is he's a little bit hangry. For those who don't know what that means, it's kind of a push together of hungry and angry. So when he's hungry, he gets a little bit short-tempered. And one of the things Jacob kind of did to combat that is sometimes in his car he'd have some Nutrigrain bars. So for those moments, Beth, if you think Jacob's a bit anxious, he's looking around, he's a bit, give him a Nutrigrain bar, sit him down, and he'll be okay, okay? They're actually really nice now, I think you'll enjoy them. So yeah, so I served with Jacob on my mission. We're in the MTC for 9 weeks and 6 months together. And in Greece, a very hot country, you sweat a lot of proselyting. And something strange that Jacob would do is he would say that men's deodorant didn't work very well. He said it doesn't work well, it doesn't smell as nice, so... I mean, and he still has, I don't know if he still has that now, but just in case, Beth, I've decided to buy him some Sure Cotton Dry woman's deodorant. Ruth actually used this yesterday for a sweat problem, I'm sorry. But yeah, Jacob would shop at Lidl, get his favourite, maybe the green one, maybe the blue one, it depends. The green one was better. But yeah, he'd buy this woman's Sure deodorant, so feel free to share that, it's bonding with me. Another thing that Jacob learned on this mission as well is that as much as we've advanced from 2,000, 3,000 years ago, there's something we're still stuck in the past about. And that's using toilet paper, he says. We can drive, we can fly, but when we need to, we still use dry toilet paper, and he just couldn't get around it. So we decided to make a change, and Anthony can also testify to this, that these are the wipes from Asda, okay, 42 pack, that Jacob likes to use when he goes to the toilet. I know we won't eat it, I'm sorry to bring it up. But this is something that will really prepare you for life with Jacob. This is the future, he says. Toilet paper shouldn't be allowed anymore. But yeah, this is something that's a must-have in the Till household, the future Till household. Jacob and Beth are really well suited together because they're both very intelligent people. And Jacob studies aerospace engineering, Beth studies history. And one time Jacob came home, and he said to me, had a great experience with Beth today. What was it? And he said, we were talking and she just used a word that I didn't understand, and it was, wonderful. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, she just used this word and I didn't know what it meant, and I learned it. It was absolutely brilliant. And I'm looking at him thinking, what? Jacob loves, and he's, at least for me, well known for his extensive vocabulary. And Beth, since it impresses him so much to use words he doesn't know, maybe spend a bit of time, 5 minutes every day, flicking through, finding a word he doesn't know in this mini Oxford dictionary, saying it, and there we go. And maybe a Nutrigrain bar as well, and you're fine for the day. But I think maybe one that a lot of Jacob's friends will know is when Jacob sleeps, you don't. Being his companion for around 8.5 months, 9 months of my mission overall, and I can see former companions as well shaking their heads. You might think, what is that noise? Why is everything vibrating? It's just Jacob snoring. But Jacob snores not your normal snore is like one from your nose. Like Jacob snores like I'm back of the throat, kind of choking, so. And I've perfected it because I've listened to it for hours, and I had to. So Beth, what I've decided to generously get you, and you'll be using these as of today, are these earplugs. Here's just a little mini kit of things that that I think it's obviously it's just a bit of fun, but I'm really excited for you both to be able to continue to learn these kind of things about each other, and I'm just really grateful for this opportunity I've been able to have to be a part of this, to be a part of kind of your not part of your relationship, that sounds weird, but to see it from afar, appropriately far, and to see how you've grown closer together and how really you are made for each other. So again, I would just like to close with a toast to the brand new.